Haven't made a vid for a while. Back with a bit more Minecraft. This is the 1.8 pre-release. First time I've tried Fraps with it. It's a bit laggy, but we'll persist and see how we go. You can see I'm running low on food there, so we're going to have to eat something. You can get cooked chicken now, cooked steak, and it all stacks, which is really handy. So you can eat it away like that. Where's my dude? There's my dude. Still haven't got full health. Eat a piece of bread. Yeah, so I changed this server over basically when the pre-release came out, and whole new world. So me, Gemos, and Colossus, the dudes that are mainly active on the server, have started a new world, and we got spawned in a pretty cool place. I'll go up there and show you. This is a basic little underground sort of base I'm starting to work on. And we'll go up here. And this is our new world. It has spawned us. There's some crazy mountains over there. The vines are out of control. They're just growing all over the mountain. You can see that it's spawned us in a swamp biome. It's a massive swamp biome. I've seen a lot of people's worlds that they've generated in this, and this is one of the most impressive ones I've seen so far. Yeah, we got plonked right in the middle of a massive swamp biome. See vines in this game. They are out of control, but they sort of lead to, you could make some pretty cool things. This is all natural here, so you see all these vines. I mean, all this is natural structure. Get past this water here. It has like this secret sort of entrance to a mine. There's a huge mine underneath all our houses that goes on forever. So, but all these vines and all of this structure here is all natural. So it's pretty crazy. Some crazy little secret room there. So you can see the vines are borderline out of control in this. I think you'll find that because it's a pre-release, things are much more abundant, especially animals and the abandoned mines. I mean, if you just dig down, you're almost guaranteed to find an abandoned mine. As it is at the moment, they are absolutely everywhere. Excuse me. Go over here. There's a big ravine over here. Show you what that looks like. There's also a massive ravine under our houses there, which is way underground. It's like a huge underground ravine. We've already found a lot of abandoned mines, things like that. Spiders. So I hate the new spiders, especially in the underground abandoned mines. They're just so difficult to kill. There's a ravine. Those vines were not there when I first saw this ravine, so all of those have just started growing, and it's just taken over everything. So they're going to have to do something with vines. They're pretty crazy. Or make them only spawn in maybe swamp biome, or only grow in a swamp biome. Let's go over here. You can see the draw distance now is much better. Also, they've got clouds. Clouds are now at the ceiling of the world, so you won't have to worry about working on top of a base or working on top of a mountain and having a cloud go through you and obscure your view. So what do we got here? We've got, this is Colossus, a little small base that he started. We've only been playing for a few hours, so we're just sort of getting materials ready and things like that. He's got a bit of a farm going out there. I mean, you can see these mountains. I'll go and show you behind there. It's absolutely crazy. Colossus has got a bit of a little house going on in here. Built himself a dining set. He's got a walkway that leads across to my small little place over here. Almost all my stuff's underground, so That's just a way to get underground. That's Gemos's house over there. It's like a little wood house up on stilts, covered in vines. Now this walkway leads to something we found when we were caving. It is a skeleton spawner, so awesome to find a skeleton spawner so early in the game, because we can farm it for arrows. Gemos has actually gone ahead and turned it into a trap already. So we can go across here. You can see in there's the dungeon, the spawner. He's doing a bit more work around here, so we'll have to block out these lights. I love the new like ambient light from the torches. That orangey sort of light looks really cool. So if we go down here, that's the collection point for the arrows and bits and pieces, and whatever we get, we just chuck in these community chests so we all share it. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, like I said, really good to have a spawner up so early so we can get a steady flow of arrows. It's only a single spawner, so it's slow to get arrows, but yeah, anything at the moment is coming in handy, especially with the new bow, because we're all mucking around with the new bow. Yeah, you can pull it right back and shoot it. These are also the new like iron bars. So Gemos has made like this little jail sort of thing above the entrance to the skelly spawner. Alright, let's go for a bit of a wander. Where's the sun? Yeah, we should have a bit of time. We've had, we're having trouble at the moment. There's really bad lag. I've got no idea how to fix it. It's probably something to do with a memory leak in the code of the game, but it's just when we break blocks, sometimes they don't break or they reappear and things like that. Also, when the XP orbs are dropped, if you die after you've killed a few creatures, the lag is absolutely crazy. So I've heard a few solutions. The easiest one seems to be to make like a big lava pit and just throw yourself into a lava pit with no items every now and again, so that it will actually destroy all the XP orbs, and that's a way to sort of get rid of the orbs, so that if you do die, it's really only if you die near someone else and it will lag them out. But as you can see, the the biome it spawned us in is crazy. There's a gigantic desert out there. See if we can actually we'll go around, because these mountains go on for a long time. The oceans also are much deeper now. Even just like if you find a small pond or something, it'll be at least twice as deep. The oceans are huge now, which is really good. Yeah, I was very happy when I spawned this world. I was the first one to play. I set the server back up, spawned it, and got straight into this, and I was just amazed. Whoa, there's a big chunk error there. And he's disappeared. That's how we actually found our first underground mine, through chunk errors. So come in handy sometimes. You can see these mountains here are pretty extreme. More chunk errors. Look at those abandoned mines down there, man. Like I mean, they're everywhere. Is that an abandoned mine? Oh, yeah, there's torches down there. So, oh no, that's another thing. See, I look and see if there's torches down there, then we must have been there. But torches can actually spawn now in abandoned mines. So the only way to tell if you've been somewhere is really to get down in there. Look at that cave-looking thing, or spider. So if you look at this thing, this has got some big crazy overhang, little waterfall coming out of it. Oh, also the Endermen. We thought Endermen were rare. Again, it's probably because it's the pre-release, but we have run into a lot of Endermen. I remember the first time we saw it, we were together, and yeah, we sort of had a bit of a laugh, and we were just walking around staring at them. But yeah, I mean, look at some of these structures. They're absolutely crazy. And I mean, they're all naturally generated too. The mines that are underground as well, the abandoned mines, it's amazing. Some of them, I found one. I've tried to limit how far the guys can explore by 1,000 blocks in any direction. So I don't want the server to get too big just in case we need to generate new terrain for the actual 1.8 release or even for 1.9. I've heard that we're going to have to get the features in 1.9, we're going to have to generate new chunks to get new features. I've already found 2 villages in this world, and I'm not sure whether they will be populated because they've already been discovered, so I don't know whether it was a waste in finding those. See the hole through there? That looks so cool. All natural. Yeah, these mountains are insane, like this, and it goes on for a long way, like mountains all over there. Look at that platform looking thing, that's insane, Creeper. Look at him. What are you doing? Yeah, really happy with the world and the way it's generated so far. Like I said, I've explored probably a little bit further than 1,000 blocks, but I run the show, so I'm allowed to. But like I said, I've tried to limit everyone to 1,000 blocks in any direction, and yeah, so hopefully uh, when the new actual releases are released, it'll mean that we don't have to go as far to generate new stuff. Yeah, you can see these mountains are crazy. We'll actually get up on top of one and we'll have a look out. There's a gigantic forest biome out over there. You can probably see the start of it as well. Don't know if I can get up on top of this. Probably go over to this one. So yeah, look at that scenery. That's crazy. It's all sort of popping in at the moment. Yeah, it's really having a time at the moment generating scenery. So when we first started playing, it was fantastic. It was really clean, really smooth, but it's just started to lag up now. So even with me, so it's definitely not a network problem because I get 0 milliseconds lag to the server because I play from the server's network. So there's definitely, look at the size of that chunk error. That's that abandoned mine down there, I think. Still haven't found the stronghold, but apparently there's only one per world, so I've made a rule that if someone finds the stronghold, you have to mark it, and then we have to wait until everyone's on the server, and we're all going to explore it together. Purely because if it is only one per world, I think it'd be like selfish if maybe I found it and I just explored it by myself. So anything else you can explore and find by yourself, but the stronghold, you have to get everyone and let them all explore it. So I think that's pretty fair. See if we can get up to the top of one of these higher mountains and have a look out over the land. Here we go, now we're getting up there. So you can see down there just how crazy that looks. That is insane. Chunk errors would go away. The funny thing is, if I increase the view distance in the server settings to 15, it's on 10 at the moment, and that means that if you run I always run far render distance because I've got a fairly fast computer, but if I put it back down to 10, which is standard, I get chunk errors. So I don't know if that's got something to do with I'm looking out and I'm seeing too many chunks, and the chunk errors are because the game has loaded the chunk limit. So I think when it's set at 10, it means it will load 10 chunks visible on screen at once. So I'm not sure whether the errors are because I'm looking at too many chunks. Because if I set it to 15, I get no chunk errors at all. But all the other guys on the server do. So it's a bit of a catch. Well, the sun is going down at the moment, so it's going to make it hard to see things. Oh, the brightness control is actually something that was a godsend to me in this, because I do a bit of image editing and video editing, so my monitor is calibrated, and I don't want to have to muck around with brightness settings and things like that. So having an in-game brightness setting is awesome now. So you can see that giant forest biome out there. It is absolutely massive, and the desert one over there as well. So the biomes now are huge, like compared to the last version. That desert goes on for a long while, and that forest just keeps going back and back for ages. But anyway, this was just a quick, it wasn't really quick, was it? This was just a walkthrough of our new 1.8 server. Go away, spider. And yeah, hope to do a few more videos with some of the new things. We actually found a abandoned mine, me and Colossus, and we counted over 16 blue spider spawners in one abandoned mine. We'd broken 16 blue spider spawners. It was insane. So there's definitely a few quirks with probably the spawner and the mine generation in the pre-release, and they're going to have to work something out. But I mean, we weren't complaining. We were having fun. It was a massive adventure, and we found a lot of chests in a huge big abandoned mine, and the spawners were just really surprising. So, but anyway, I'll leave the video there, and I'll jump off this edge. See you later.